My sister-in-law kept accidentally ruining my belongings, so I accidentally exposed her affair at the family reunion. It started small, like these things always do. The first time Brielle borrowed my grandmother's pearl earrings, I found them later in her jewelry box. One pearl cracked clean through. She gasped dramatically when I showed her. "Oh my god, how did that happen? I'm so sorry. I'll replace them." She never did. 2 months later, she needed to borrow my designer jacket for a work event. I found it the next week stuffed in her laundry basket. A red wine stain blooming across the silk. Another tearful apology. Another promise to pay for dry cleaning that never materialized. By the 6th incident, my antique vase shattered, my leather boots scuffed beyond repair, my grandmother's china mysteriously chipped. I knew this wasn't accidental. My brother Dave was too blind with new love to see it. They'd been married 8 months, and Brielle had systematically destroyed everything I owned that was nicer than what she had. The breaking point came when she asked to borrow my engagement ring for a photo shoot. My deceased mother's ring. The one thing I'd never let anyone touch. "Just for an hour," she pleaded. "The photographer says I need something sparkly for the close-ups." I said no. Her eyes went cold. "Fine. I was just trying to help your boring photos look better." That's when I knew she'd crossed a line. 2 weeks later was our annual family reunion at my aunt's lake house. 23 relatives crammed into one weekend of forced fun and passive-aggressive conversations. I'd been dreading it, especially knowing Brielle would be there, probably wearing something she'd borrowed from my closet. She arrived wearing my missing cashmere sweater. "Oh, this old thing," she said when I stared. "I found it at a thrift store. Crazy coincidence, right?" I smiled sweetly. "Absolutely crazy." That evening, everyone gathered for my aunt's famous slideshow tradition. Old family photos projected on the living room wall while she narrated embarrassing childhood stories. I volunteered to help set up the projector, claiming I wanted to be useful. What I actually wanted was access to the laptop. Earlier that day, I'd noticed Brielle sneaking off during lunch, whispering urgently into her phone. She ducked behind the boathouse, but I followed. What I saw made my stomach drop. She wasn't just talking. She was video calling someone. Someone male. Someone definitely not my brother. Someone whose face I recognized from her Instagram. Her work colleague, Marcus. "I miss you too," I heard her whisper. "Dave's family is so boring. I can't wait to get home to you." I'd recorded everything. As Aunt Patricia clicked through decade-old vacation photos, I quietly uploaded my video to the laptop. All I had to do was wait for the right moment. When she got to the recent photos, last year's reunion, this year's arrivals, I held my breath. "And here's our newest family member, Brielle," Aunt Patricia announced cheerfully. The screen showed Brielle's smiling face from yesterday's welcome dinner. Everyone clapped politely. I'd cued my video right after that photo. Suddenly, Brielle's voice filled the room. "Dave's family is so boring. I can't wait to get home to you." The room went dead silent. On screen, clear as day, was Brielle kissing her phone camera while a man's voice replied, "I love you too, baby." Every head turned toward Brielle, who'd gone white as my stolen sweater. "What? How did?" she stammered, looking wildly around the room. My brother stood slowly, his face a mix of confusion and dawning horror. "Who is Marcus?" he asked quietly. The video kept playing. More kissing sounds. Brielle promising to leave Dave soon. Marcus saying he'd booked them a weekend getaway. Brielle lunged for the laptop, but my cousin intercepted her. "No need," he said calmly. "I think we've all seen enough." Dave walked out without a word. Brielle followed, pleading. The rest of us sat in stunned silence, until my aunt cleared her throat. "Well," she said, "that was unexpected. Anyone want dessert?" 6 months later, Dave filed for divorce. Brielle moved in with Marcus, who promptly dumped her when his wife found out about the affair. At Christmas dinner, Dave thanked me. "I should have listened when you said something was off," he said. I smiled, adjusting my grandmother's pearl earrings, the ones I'd had repaired with the insurance money from Brielle's accident. "Sometimes accidents happen for a reason," I replied.